Hello everyone and welcome. I'm VelvettB and thank you for joining me today for another jump into Planet Zoo where we are trying to take care of the Yamaguchi Prefecture Tranquility Zoo. So we're trying to get this back on track, and I can say quite sincerely that we're at negative 60 odd thousand at the moment, so all is not going well. We are going to try and get our finances back on track. We also need to increase our zoo reputation to 2.0 stars. We're currently at 1.8, so we're not too far off. But yeah, we're still not quite there yet. And then we've got quite a bit left to do in the silver and the gold objectives. So we need to also adopt and place the rescue animals, build a transport ride, which we have already done. That's already sorted out. Increase the zoo reputation to 3.5 stars. So one thing at a time there. And receive a zoo inspection report with an overall star rating of 3.0. Let's have a look at our last report and see where we were at with that. So our last report, well, we got 3 stars, so we might be okay on that part. And then going into gold, we've got to adopt and place rescue animals. So we're going to obviously be getting more animals. Receive a zoo inspection report with an overall star rating of 4. Hopefully we'll get some money and we'll be able to actually, do some things. Increase conservation rating to 4.5 stars. So for that, we want to have like the conservation boards and we want to have the conservation rubbish bins. That really helps with that. Pay off all loans. Well, that's going to be one of the first things we do. And adopt and place the gifted giant panda. So we're going to have a giant panda actually joining us at some point, which I'm excited about because I love pandas. And we have some amazing like enclosures and stuff like for a panda. Like this one here, I'm kind of thinking that one would be good for a panda. That'd be exciting. So let's go and check. So we're getting, I guess, kind of around about close-ish to 2.0. We're still got 1.7. But really, with no money, there's not much I can do at this point. But loan-wise, we only have we actually repaid our loan. So we do have the option of taking a second loan of 50,000. It's not going to get us in the green. So really, what we need to do is try and get enough money coming in that we actually get the positives happening. To do that, obviously, we need people donating and spending money and doing all their things. So, yuck on that side of things. But let's have a wee look at our staffing and see what we've got going on there. If I'm going to continue to go downhill, I might have to restart this again. Because after, the last debacle with the donation boxes, this is not ideal. Possibly we need to have a wee look at the monorail. Potentially yearly income is 890, but the yearly running costs are 1738, which is a problem. So we need to get more money coming in with that. I do wonder if maybe we put this up to maybe 20 bucks. See if that goes. I don't know. I'm not sure that the monorail is working properly because I feel like it's just not zooming around the way it should, but I don't know. Let's have a wee look. Is it going okay? Okay, well that worked okay. Do I need to have more vehicles? Is that perhaps the problem? Where are all the vehicles? Vehicles, where are you? Okay, there's one there. Oh! Yeah, cool, that's what I needed. So look, we've got all these vehicles like kind of bunged up in there. And they're not going around. Are they just doing like one vehicle at a time? Maybe I need to change it to... No, that's not what I wanted to click on. I feel like this is kind of going around. Let's maybe do shuttle mode and see if that works any better. I don't know if it will, but we'll give it a go. At this point, I don't know. So exhibit trading. Let's see if we've got any. Oh, look at all these animals we can trade in. Okay, perfect. So we're going to quick trade those out. I don't know if selling the animals is going to give us enough income at this point, but at least it's something. So we've kind of got the people coming in, which is great, but we're not making enough money. We're still like going down. It's kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's a little bit gotta say, a little bit but let's have a wee look and see if there's anything else I can do. I might slow it down for a little bit. Let's have a look. So, finances. So we're currently losing about 7,000 per year. Ongoing expenses is staff wages is the problem. Okay, so let's have a wee look at our staff. So we have currently 2 vets. They are currently doing their job, working away, and we have quite a lot. I did actually hire a few extra keepers because I was struggling with the exhibits, but I'm thinking I might just assign 1 more to the exhibits and then fire the ones with no work zone. So that might make a little bit of a difference. So we've currently got 3 keepers on the exhibits. That I was getting like quite a lot of notifications that the that the exhibit animals were in trouble, so that's not ideal. Okay, so we have 4 mechanics. I feel like with the amount of stuff we have built and constantly breaking down, we kind of need that. Caretakers, I mean, we've only got 3. They're probably overworked, but I don't know. And vendors, I did only open like a certain amount. I mean, the other option is I can try and get like a little bit more income coming in with some more of the shops, because we do have quite a few shops that we haven't opened, because I didn't want to really go overboard with what are they called, staff issues, because I knew that staffing was going to be a big cost. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's really so hard to make money. Is there something besides the exhibit trading that perhaps I should be doing? Let's have a wee look and see what animals we've got here. If we've had any breeding, any animals that we can maybe yeet out the door. Oh, my poor rhino, what's the matter with you? Is it the habitat? Well, you're standing in the snow, you silly boy. I know, there you go, you should be happier now. Yep, get out of the snow. There you go. Much happier. Okay. And low welfare. It's just all that snow is making my little animals cold. Mo. Hopefully it goes away soon and it's not so bad. And keeper requested for our thingies. No, our monitor is not in the ideal temperature. I know, but I can't afford any heaters. Boo. Yeah. Anyway, back to the animals. I think I'm kind of screwed. Yeah, I kind of feel... I feel like I'm really in a bit of a pickle. And I don't feel like I'm going to dig myself out of it at this point, because I just can't get these finances going in the right direction. I think the monorail is a big... I mean, we're slowly getting there. Maybe we can have it up to 30. I haven't had any complaints about the price, so 30. Okay, we'll see if we can get that like in the positives. That would help. And I think perhaps the staff expenses, if we can get that down, that would help. I mean, we can't do much about power costs, ride running costs, unless if I restart it, I switch out the power for green power, although I don't think we have that unlocked, so that's the other problem. Let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, I don't even have that unlocked, so yeah. I wonder if there's another thing I'm not thinking of, or if I should just delete the monorail and just do my own transport rail, because it's just such a big money suck. Is it really worth the money? You know? That's what I wonder as well. Is it better off just to sell it and take the money for it? And, you know, are we better off just... Have I got that in the right zone? Let's have a look at the work zone. Okay, it's in the work zone. It's just a matter of the dude getting it too. So yeah, I do wonder if there is a better way to do this, and what I am missing, because there must be a better way to make money. I really am just going downhill pretty rapidly at this point. Power costs, it would be good to reduce them. I mean, as I said, it might be an option just to open all of the shops and try to get more income. Will I get enough income to match the outgoings? I don't know. I think at this point it's worth a try, because I can get additional staff and then just kind of see if that works. That's kind of my last thing I'm thinking of, because donation boxes, I've got them. I've got exhibit animals breeding. I've got the monorail hopefully getting into the positives soon. Other than that, I really don't know what else to do. So I might have to think about starting again if I can't get these shops to work. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Actually, I don't need people for the toilets. Oh, crud. How many do I need? Let's just say I need about 20 staff, 20 vendors. Okay, let's get about 20 vendors and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be the dumb idea. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, I'm going to hit fast forward and we're going to see whether or not this is going to be an utter disaster or a genius recovery. I'm going to go with utter disaster. Okay, guys, I'm going to go with this has been an utter disaster of a plan. Currently, our monorail is basically not making any money. I think it must be too expensive. I don't know, but it's like currently making negative money, so I'm going to guess not really doing the money making thing. So I'm thinking that maybe I need to start again and yeah, like delete like maybe a whole lot of like a whole lot of stuff. I really don't know. This is a really tricky zoo. So, because you're really limited, but because it's already like established and in place, the problem is that you've got a whole lot of costs and running costs that you've got to deal with. And so as soon as you sort of get to running out of your cash, you've really got to have everything set up and then hope for the best basically once you get your loan paid off. Because if you aren't making a positive, I think, amount once you've got your loan paid off, you're basically screwed. Like, I'm kind of starting to make cash back, but yeah, what if we actually, like, oh, let's pause this. I'm going to try something first before I decide that I want to, like, you know, do the whole thing. Let's just delete that monorail and yeah, see if I can save it. I don't know. I'm always very much in the mindset that I kind of want to save the zoo before I restart the zoo. That's kind of where I like to be. So I've deleted the monorail, and that might be a big cost, kind of, you know, out of the way. Let's see if I can pathwise delete some of these paths. I'm going to just put play. See if we can, I'm just keeping an eye on this. If I can get that consistently in the positives, then, you know, I can actually make that back. I can just sort of fast forward and that sort of thing. I did notice that one of my animals has died. So I need to check which animal that was and see if I can replace them. Okay, so I think that is out of the way because we're not going to use that building. So we may as well delete the stuff that we're not going to use there. I'll just leave the rest of that for now. So let's see. Wrong one. Okay, so one of our Gila monsters has... No, hang on. That's an offspring. Oh, who's died? Move that out of the way. The Danube-crested newt. Oh, both my newts have died. Great. Ooh, there we go. We could get rid of some of these. 4,000. I mean, yeah, if I can save this, I would like to. That's my preference. But anyway, I need to work out this exhibit thing because I think I've got an exhibit that is empty. I can find the exhibits over here. Oh my god, these mechanics. Ah, somebody's vandalized my things. Okay, who have we got in here? So we've got Maverick and Zantara and... Aha, okay, so this is our Danube-crested newt enclosure. We've got 140 conservation points, so let's see what we can get with that. doesn't really matter. Have we got axolotls? 96. Might have just enough for that. And axolotl. Yeah, we just squeaked by on that. Okay. So that's our axolotls. Axolotl. Oh god, I spelled that wrong. No, hang on. It's right there. Axolotl. That word is just madness. So in terms of population limits, we go lowest first and lowest first, and then we should be set. Okay. So we've replaced that in there. Let's do our education board axolotl and axolotl. Okay, I think we should be good. Let's just double check. Oh, another one breed. Yes, keep on breeding these little darlings. Yeah, I am concerned that this is not going up at this point. Eek. And we're sitting at negative 16,000 profit, which isn't ideal. So staff wages, obviously I've hired a whole lot of vendors, so really I need the income from the shops to go, shop income. So average year, 2 years ago, 5.6. So what we were in November, it's not making a huge difference. So this is kind of going up at this point, but I think it's kind of borderline as to whether or not it's going up. Multiple buildings are having problems. No power. I don't know what my mechanics are doing, but they're not really. Oh, not in this ideal humidity. Oh, crud. Hang on. Let's just fix that. So we need to be 15 to 20. Okay. And we need to be 80 to 90. All right. Sorry, guys. Oh, I forgot to check that. Sorry about that. You should be happy now. There we go. Sorry, my fellas. Sorry. Oh boy. So this is a tricky one. But currently going in the right direction. Well, we were. Now we're not. That's what I mean. It's kind of going up and down, up and down. So it's really hard to tell whether or not I can actually turn that around. Maybe we can put the price up of our toilets. So what about if we made those 50 cents? I don't know. 50 cents maybe. People will pay 50 cents to go pee in the toilet. I mean, if I was desperate enough, I'd pay 50 cents to go to the toilet. Be like, whatever, just get me to the toilet. Okay. So we've deleted the monorail, so that was a big cost. We've opened all of our shops. Let's take a wee look at our shops and see whether or not how we're doing with that. So, like, a lot of these shops are kind of low demand, which is why I was a little bit worried about opening them. And then we've got kind of low demand, and then we've got efficient. So the ones that are efficient are the ones that I should keep open. I'm going to fast forward for a little bit and just see whether or not that changes. But I kind of feel like we don't really have a great deal of people, like the amount of people coming in through the zoo. So that's kind of not really helping things. I possibly need to do an advertising campaign, but I don't know if I can actually do that while I'm on negative. Let's check that though. Can I do any marketing? Low impact. I don't know. Let's just try. Oh!
Wow, goodness. You've utterly transformed this place, haven't you? It's just so wonderful to see the animals happily settled back into their habitats. Oh, but there is some bad news, I'm afraid. Our accountants just told me that Mr. Meyer sunk a ton of debt into this zoo before he abandoned it. Unfortunately, that means it's up to us to pay it off. Still, on the bright side, a big batch of animals has just been delivered to the park. So get them settled in and listen. Don't worry too much about the debt.
Oh God, I've got 20 animals to place. Oh no. Okay, well, on the bright side, we have achieved the bronze objectives. I just needed to do an advertising campaign, as it turned out. I don't know if we're getting a lot more people into the zoo at this point. It's still sitting under 700, which is a problem. But we do have, let's just put the speed down a little bit and let's have a look at what animals we've got and whether or not we can actually add any of these to our current enclosures. Oh gosh. So the problem is I can't place them until I've actually got the food down because, you know, I don't want them starving to death, which is what's going to happen. We do have a Bengal tiger. Oh, No. I think the other tiger we've got is a Siberian, isn't it? Yeah. Ah ha 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 ha, Trixie. So can you put a Siberian and a Bengal tiger in the same enclosure? That's a good question. So let's see. Zoopedia. Zoopedia. Bengal tiger. Natural habitat. Research status. Interspecies enrichment. Does not benefit from sharing space with other species. Yeah. That's what I kind of thought. But if they're both tigers, is that okay? I mean, that's a question that could be asked. Siberian tiger. Yeah. What if I can Google it? Okay. Google says no. I don't want to put animals in the same enclosure and it be like a complete nightmare because it's already nightmarish enough in here. Timberwolves, however... No, wrong one. Okay. So there's like a whole lot of animals, but I've got no way to place them right now. Hopefully they will be okay until I can. I mean, I've got to make up $100,000 right now, and I don't see that happening. Okay, so we've ticked off at least the zoo overall report of 3.0. Let's just fast forward to see whether or not we can get those finances sorted. Otherwise, I think in the next episode I might restart it and just see how we get on and if I can get it back up to silver. Yeah, I don't know. Dunno. I think having that monorail from the start was a problem, and just like the consistently having like no power in some of the areas as well is also an issue. It's just a big old issue. It's all an issue. Who's not happy? Keeper assigned. Keeper requested. Keeper. Yeah, I know animals can be claimed. I'm not claiming them right now because I don't want them to die. I'm lovely like that. It's like, I'm not going to claim you because I know I'm going to kill you right now because I can't feed you. I really think I am in just quite the pickle at this point. I don't know. I do wonder, like, now that I know what the animals are that we have in animal trading. So we've got the Chinese pangolin, the Galapagos giant tortoise, the Western chimpanzee, the West African lion, and red ruffled lemur. Whether or not I remember this, I don't know. And the Bengal tiger. So what you could possibly do... Oh, who died? Oh, one of the wolves. The wolves are really bad at, like, staying alive. Really bad. Yeah. I actually, do we have all the... Have one of those wolves died? Have all of the wolves died? Oh, yeah, and I've got that stupid Nyala that kept on jumping the fence. Gah. That probably needs to have a proper home as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it there. The thing is, I think I need to really just think about how I can make money moving forward without having an income or not having enough income while we get through the period without the loan, because this is just costing so much to run. It is such a big zoo and it's all kind of set up and you've got to run it. So I just wonder how much I can delete, how much I can change just to get it being less expensive to run, at the same time having it all set up for the animals as much as I can. So that might be a case of just going around and just like having herbivore areas and carnivore areas and trying to make that work for, yeah, just for placing the animals as I kind of get them, having maybe, I don't know, there's problems with the heaters and the cold and the snow. That does create an issue as well. And really, I don't think the shops have really made much difference as far as the income goes. So I think my first instinct where I did close a lot of the shops, I think that was probably the right move, because I think having the shops open and the extra vendors is really not getting me the extra income. So it's really not worth it. So it's just finding balance and finding ways that I can make money while we kind of get through that rough period of paying off the loan and just, you know, getting the animals happy, having enough staff, all of that sort of thing. Yeah, it's really quite the pickle. So I think I'm going to have to go through and just sort of have a play around off camera and just try and figure it out, because this is proving, yeah, really tricky. And I think at 118 minus 118,000, I'm 118,000 in debt at this point. My visitor rate is now down to under 600, so I've lost over 100 visitors, which is just lost income. So, you know, this is really, yeah, my animals aren't happy. So I feel like we really need to go back to the drawing board and really refigure out how to actually do this zoo. So I'm going to do that in the next episode. I hope to have a new zoo ready and up and running, and we can try it out and see whether or not I've actually got the right things happening. Oh my god, there's rubbish everywhere. It's disgusting. Ew. And it's snowing again. This is a really, really hard zoo, like really hard. I've got to really figure out if there's a way. Maybe I can close off parts of the zoo as well. So that's a potential idea too. So because there are just people everywhere, there's rubbish everywhere. It's disgusting, and I don't have the manpower to. Well, I don't have the income to have the manpower to keep it, you know, clean and operating, and you know, all that sort of thing. So I've really got to think about whether or not, or how I can really deal with that. So I'm going to contemplate that, and yeah, I'm going to say this is a Velvet fail. I feel like we have really failed this zoo, so I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and really refigure out how to attack this zoo, because I don't think it's the way that I've got it is the right way to approach it. So if anybody has any suggestions, please pop them down below in the comments for me. But otherwise, I will try and figure it out, and we'll see. I'll come up with a solution. I think I can beat the zoo. I've just got to figure it out. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you had fun, even though I am an absolute failure at it. Look at my little Nile monitors, aren't they cute? You guys have a good day. Bye bye.